Hey everybody, this is Rob Archangel of Archangel Inc., www.archangelinc.com, and today I'm here to answer another question that I get periodically, and that is, hi, I'm interested in becoming a narrator in producing audiobooks. Can you help me? Can you give me any advice to start off with, and or is your company hiring? And the short answer to that is maybe. My recommendation is you should build up your resume. Make sure that you have a good body of work. If you are starting out entirely fresh, entirely new, then I would recommend that you start putting material up on YouTube, start putting material up on SoundCloud. There are hundreds and hundreds of royalty-free books out there, books that are in the public domain, and you can practice. You can get really good at it. Even if you don't want to do entire books, you can do chapters and excerpts. Start reading A Tale of Two Cities. Start reading verses from the Bible. Start reading whatever you want. And you can record it, you can put it up on YouTube for free, you can put it up on SoundCloud for free, get some experience, do all the work and mastering that's going to be necessary to make it available on a platform like Audible Creation Exchange. There are parameters that are outlined on the ACX website. I'll leave a link down below. We also have a free DIY guide for primarily self-publishing authors who are looking to narrate their own materials, but if you're looking to get just a basic overview into the into the self-narrating process, that's a good place to start. There's a little bit of information in there about soundproofing your room and getting yourself set up. We also have a recommendation for Derek Depker's audiobook creation course, and I'll include that down below. That's a good place to get started. The key really, though, is to just build your experience, build your resume, because it's going to be really hard to convince people to purchase anything from you if you haven't done anything yet. It's always hard to get the first client. The second client is going to be a little bit easier. The third and fourth and fifth and 100th and 1000th and millionth client is going to be that much easier. I mean, you look at a place like McDonald's, billions and billions served. It's not a very high barrier of entry to convince people to go in there and buy a burger or some fries or a milkshake or whatever it is that they're going to get, because they have a huge cachet of credibility. Everybody knows what McDonald's is about and what to expect, whereas the new burger shop in your neighborhood, the new restaurant in your neighborhood, might be a little bit difficult to get people in seats to try it out for the first time. So you want to build a little bit of credibility, you want to build a little bit of buzz, get people interested in what you're doing. Anyway, that would be my recommendation. Start building your own resume. And then if you can, offer to do projects for people who you respect and admire, potentially even for free. Now, it's not going to be a moneymaker. It's not obviously going to bring in enough to, pay the bills, but you get some credibility out there and you build up your sample base. People can look you up on Amazon, on Audible, on wherever, and say, oh yeah, this person is doing some interesting things, and they apparently know enough about what they're doing to produce a book and have somebody publish it under their name, to put their name on it and accept them as a narrator and as a producer of this audiobook. So that would be my recommendation. Start building up your brand, start doing some things for free, and then over time, work on marketing yourself appropriately. One of the key pieces of advice that I see from entrepreneurs and for people who are successful in running their own business is you want to have a good price point. You want to charge appropriately. You want to value yourself appropriately, because other people won't value you if you're not valuing yourself appropriately. But you can't blow smoke. You can't do it without any credibility. You can't do it without any experience, without any reason for people to trust you and believe in you and pay the premium rate that you're charging. So you want to have some case studies. You want to have some examples of what you're doing, demonstrate what you're capable of, and then slowly start to price yourself up. You don't necessarily want to be the lowest price point person. You may need to initially to build up that credibility, but you don't necessarily want to stay there. You want to increase your price over time, and eventually, if you were producing really good work, and again, I really can't emphasize that enough, produce the best work that you can. Get really good at your craft. Get really, really good at it. Know how to master a file. Know how to narrate a file with animation, with interest, with intrigue, with credibility, with all the different things that you want to come across in your read. Get really good at that, and once you do that, build your craft up. You put yourself in a position where you can actually succeed, and build on your business and get into the industry. So I hope that's been helpful. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. Thanks so much for watching. And again, this is Rob Archangel of archangelinc.com.